The wild is not built for us. There are no signs, no boundaries, and no reminders that we are guests. Every forest, river, and savanna follows its own rules, rules shaped long before humans ever walked through them. And within these environments are animals that have mastered survival to a level we rarely understand. They don't attack out of anger, and they don't defend out of cruelty. They simply do what nature shaped them to do. Today, we are exploring 5 animals you never want to encounter in the wild. Some are small, others massive, but all of them are effective in the environments where they live. And if you happen to cross paths with one, the difference between staying calm and reacting poorly can determine whether the encounter ends peacefully or becomes something you will never forget. Let's begin.
Brazilian wandering spider. In the rainforests and jungles of Central and South America, there is a predator that does not wait for prey to come to it. It moves, it searches, it hunts. This is the Brazilian wandering spider, a creature known not only for its size and speed, but for carrying one of the most potent venoms of any spider in the world. Unlike most spiders, it does not build webs. Instead, it roams the forest floor, climbing tree bark, exploring piles of leaves, and slipping through dense vegetation. At night, it becomes especially active, searching for insects, frogs, and even small mammals. Its movements are silent, and its appearance blends into the environment so well that it is often discovered only when it is already close. Its venom is a powerful neurotoxin. In small animals, it works quickly, causing paralysis and death within minutes. In humans, a bite can cause intense pain, muscle spasms, difficulty breathing, and in rare, untreated cases can be fatal, especially for children or those who cannot reach medical care in time. But the danger does not come only from the venom. The wandering spider is known for standing its ground. If it feels threatened, it will raise its front legs high, exposing its fangs. This posture is not a warning that it will run. It is a signal that it is ready to defend itself. Most encounters happen by accident. The spider often shelters inside shoes, clothing left on the ground, bunches of bananas, firewood piles, and the undersides of logs. If you encounter one, do not make sudden movements. Step back slowly and give the spider space. Do not try to brush or knock it away. If bitten, stay as calm and still as possible. Seek medical help immediately. Avoid applying a tourniquet or cutting the bite. This causes more damage. The Brazilian wandering spider reminds us that the wild does not always announce its presence. Sometimes danger is simply nearby, silent and patient.
Komodo dragon. Across a small group of Indonesian islands, places shaped by heat, dust, and rocky terrain, lives one of the most efficient predators in the modern world, the Komodo dragon. At first glance, it looks like a relic of prehistory, as if it walked straight out of the age of dinosaurs. But this animal is not ancient in its methods. It is modern, precise, and uniquely adapted to its environment. A fully grown Komodo dragon can reach lengths of up to 10 feet and weigh more than 150 pounds. Its muscles are dense, its claws sharp, and its bite is far more complex than it first appears. When a Komodo bites, it does not need to overpower its prey at that moment. Its saliva contains a mix of bacteria and venom that prevents blood from clotting and causes rapid infection and weakness. Because of this, the Komodo dragon hunts with strategy. It only needs to strike once. After biting, it follows the prey slowly, patiently, always close enough to monitor, but waiting for the venom to take effect. Hours may pass, sometimes longer, but eventually the prey weakens and collapses. The dragon does not waste energy, it waits for certainty. Komodo dragons typically feed on deer, wild boar, and even water buffalo. They are generally solitary animals, but they will come together to feed. While they do not actively seek encounters with humans, attacks have occurred, usually when a person gets too close, surprises one, or enters its territory without realizing it. If you encounter a Komodo dragon, keep distance, at least several meters of space. Do not crouch or sit. Staying upright helps you appear larger. Back away slowly if the dragon begins to approach. If a Komodo charges, move to higher ground or behind large rocks or trees. Avoid running in a straight path. Change direction as you move. The Komodo dragon is not aggressive for the sake of aggression. It is a patient hunter shaped by its environment. Understanding this patience is key to respecting its power.
Hippopotamus. In many parts of sub-Saharan Africa, rivers appear calm and quiet. Soft ripples move across the surface, birds rest along the banks, and the water seems peaceful. But beneath that surface lies one of the most unpredictable and dangerous animals in the region, the hippopotamus. Despite their rounded bodies and seemingly relaxed behavior, hippos are not gentle giants. An adult hippo can weigh over 3,000 kilograms, yet can move surprisingly fast, both in water and on land. They are capable of running at speeds up to 30 kilometers per hour, which is faster than most people can sprint. This combination of size, speed, and territorial instinct makes the hippo a powerful animal that must be approached with caution. Hippos spend most of their daytime hours in the water to keep their bodies cool under the intense sun. They typically emerge at dusk to graze on grass and vegetation. The danger arises when someone unintentionally gets too close to them, especially when a person unknowingly moves between a hippo and deep water. To a hippo, this is not a small mistake. It is a threat. Hippos don't warn before they charge. There's no roar or display. They simply move. Their jaws can open nearly 180 degrees, and their tusks are capable of breaking bone, tearing through wood, and overturning boats. Many incidents occur when fishermen or travelers underestimate how close hippos are beneath the surface. If you encounter hippos, keep a significant distance from any body of water known to contain hippos. Never place yourself between a hippo and the water. If a hippo begins to move toward you, back away slowly. Do not run or splash. If a hippo charges, move diagonally away using trees or terrain to break its line of sight. Avoid entering water. Hippos are faster there than on land. The hippopotamus is not aggressive without reason. It is simply territorial, protective, and confident in its own strength. Understanding that respect is often the safest boundary you can keep.
Bullet ant. Deep in the rainforests of Central and South America, life moves quietly beneath the shade of towering trees. The air is heavy with humidity, the ground is layered with roots and fallen leaves, and hidden among this living landscape is a creature most people overlook, the bullet ant. At just over an inch long, the bullet ant doesn't look threatening. But appearances in the wild are rarely reliable. What matters is the sting, and this sting is legendary. The bullet ant's venom, called poneratatoxin, disrupts the nervous system in a way that makes the brain interpret the sensation as intense, burning pain. People who have experienced it describe the feeling as like being shot, which is how the ant earned its name. But the sting isn't brief. The pain can last for 12 to 24 hours, often in deep, throbbing waves that make it difficult to use the affected limb. Some people shake, sweat, or struggle to move properly. And here is where caution becomes essential. Bullet ants defend their colonies as a group. If one ant feels threatened, others join instantly. A single sting is painful, but multiple stings can overwhelm even experienced hikers.
If you encounter bullet ants, don't swipe or brush the ant away. This triggers more attacks. Move your hand or foot slowly out of the area. Step back from tree roots, fallen logs, or rotting wood. If stung, stay calm. Panicking intensifies pain. Cool the area with cold water or ice if available. Avoid pressing the sting. Pressure can spread the venom faster. In some Sodere Maui communities, enduring bullet ant stings is part of a coming-of-age ritual, not to encourage suffering, but to teach resilience and respect. The bullet ant reminds us that the wild isn't defined by size. Sometimes the smallest creatures hold the greatest power.
Cape buffalo. Across the grasslands and woodlands of sub-Saharan Africa, herds of Cape buffalo move slowly through the tall grass. At first glance, they may appear calm, grazing silently, resting in the shade, or gathering near water. But this is an animal known throughout Africa for one defining trait: unpredictability. An adult Cape buffalo can weigh close to 1,000 kilograms. Its body is thick with muscle, and its horns curve forward and downward, forming a natural shield over the skull. While many animals rely on size alone to deter threats, the Cape buffalo has something else: awareness. Cape buffalo live in herds, which means protection is shared. When one buffalo senses danger, the entire herd becomes alert. They do not scatter at the first sign of threat. Instead, they assess. And if they decide to respond, they do so as a unified force. This is what makes the Cape buffalo one of the most dangerous animals to encounter. While predators like lions usually target the young or injured, buffalo may charge not only to defend themselves, but to protect others. There are accounts of buffalo circling back after an attack, waiting for an opportunity to strike again. This is not mere instinct, it is a decision. The danger is increased by the buffalo's ability to move quickly and without warning. One moment, it may appear calm. Next, it may launch into a full-speed charge. If you encounter Cape buffalo, do not approach a herd, even if they seem relaxed. Keep a safe distance, especially from solitary males. Avoid sudden movements, loud noises, or direct eye contact. If a buffalo charges, do not run in a straight line. Use trees, rocks, or uneven ground as obstacles. If possible, climb to higher ground or move behind thick cover. Never try to intimidate or shoo a buffalo. This escalates aggression. The Cape buffalo is not aggressive without cause. It is protective, loyal to its herd, and quick to act when it feels threatened. In the wild, confidence without caution is rarely rewarded. Recognizing boundaries is often the difference between safety and danger.
The wild does not behave according to our expectations. It does not soften itself for our comfort or adjust its rules to our understanding. Each of the animals we've seen today survives in the only way it knows, through instinct, adaptation, and certainty. Danger in nature rarely looks how we imagine it. Sometimes it is small and silent, like the bullet ant. Sometimes it is hidden in shadow, like the wandering spider. Sometimes it looks calm, like the hippo in the river. Or it moves in groups, like the Cape buffalo. And sometimes it waits with patience, like the Komodo dragon. None of these animals seek conflict. They simply protect their space, their lives, and the balance of their environment. If learning about these creatures changed the way you view the wild, consider subscribing. There is still so much more to explore. Until next time, travel with awareness, observe with respect, and remember,